Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading, and it's only 10 to 8, and we're just having a look through the charts. Come back to this in a bit if we can find anything here early this morning. Okay, just back. We've been chatting away in the trading room here this morning about all sorts of topics around trader psychology and the likes. And we'd had a good week this week. I say a good week. We'd had an interesting week. We'd had a lot of visitors in our trading room this week, and when we have the open the doors to for people to come in and see what we do, it's always quite interesting because they have so many questions on all sorts of aspects of trading, and it keeps us really busy because people come in and want to ask lots of different questions, and it makes it fascinating. But it was a really interesting, fascinating 2 days with the visitors in. But that's all done now, and we're back to a normal day here in the trading room. But I say normal. It's Friday morning and it's just gone 10 o'clock and I've not taken a single trade. But it's been a really good week. And sometimes when you've had a really good week, you get to the end of the week, you don't necessarily want to be taking trades just for the sake of it. You should never be taking trades just for the sake of it. But you don't necessarily want to give it back on a Friday. Do you want to go into a weekend feeling a bit down because you ended up taking a couple of weaker trades on a Friday afternoon, which maybe you shouldn't have taken? So we try to instill that sort of discipline into our traders, into our members, that they don't have to. If you've had a good week, you can just sort of sit back, be picky, be strict. If a good setup comes along, you take it. Now, so far, there hasn't been a good setup that's come along, so we've been having a good discussion here this morning for the last, nearly 2.5 hours. And here's our, just so you know, here's our, oops, what have I done? I was going to say, here's our trading room. We've had a load of chat going on here. Hope you can see all that chat going on down here. So we've had loads going on here this morning. But we are going to I think I'll press pause now. I've been talking for 2 minutes about nothing. So nothing going on. We have got news coming out at we've got retail sales coming out at 1:30. Maybe that will produce something by then. We shall see. But sometimes the right thing to do is to sit back and not trade if there's not enough going on. We shall see. I'll come back to this later. Okay, just back, and it's now 1:45 in the afternoon. We've been chatting all morning here and lunchtime and through here, but we haven't taken a single trade. However, there looks like there could be a trade now. So it's going to be on the dollar yen. The dollar yen's holding up. We've had the news come out, the retail sales news, and we can see the dollar yen's gone up. Euro dollar's backed off. It's come down. And so what I'm going to be looking for is a trade on the dollar yen. So we are going to go in on this trade shortly if we can get, just gone down to the smaller time frames now. I was going to saying to the guys, if we can get just the smallest of pullbacks on these charts, then we'll go in. So I'll press pause, we'll come back to it and see what happens. Okay, right, just back here on the recording. So we've been looking to get long on this dollar yen, so we're going to get long on this little dip here. So let's bring up the deal ticket. So we've got a little dip coming in here after that, so that'll do. I'm not going to get too fussy. Yeah, 0.2, that'll do. 0.2. So just gone long. Only one lot. We're already long from yesterday, so just adding. It's effectively like another add-in, but one lot trade there. Just put that one in on the dollar yen. Let's get the deal ticket up so we can put the stop in. The stop's going to go below this at this low of this bar. So let's get the dollar yen ticket there. So it's a 111.78. So that's the low of that bar there. So we'll just see how it gets on. Now, I've already said to the guys we've got the potential, so I've just got filled at 0.2 there. The potential is for it to run up to 112.20 or so. There's some, just some pivot resistance up there, but it's 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to go and eat something now. We've been sitting here all day, and I say all day, we've been coming and going a little bit. We had a break this morning, but there's not anything to do with this dollar yen at this stage, so I'm just going to come back to this a bit later this afternoon and we'll see where we are at. Okay, just come back here and we can see that the dollar yen, since I've taken it, I've gone and had lunch, a late lunch that was, and we can see that it has gone higher here, so it's just sort of mushed around a bit here and then it's gone up a bit. But looking at this now, I have some divergences using usual RSI type indicators and stuff going on here at the moment. So there is some divergences in the background here. So what I'm going to do is, if the dollar yen closes back inside its bands at some point this afternoon, then I'll probably just close it out. If it closes back inside the bands, that means it's probably going to then come off maybe into Monday or whatever. I might as well just close the trade and take it that. Not often I do that. Most trades I'll hold on to, but there's lots of other things going on in the markets at the moment as well, across other markets. So that's what I will do. But at the moment, we're at 112.08. If we can break higher, then fabulaso. Excuse me. And we'll see if it can. We got in at what, 112.02 was it? Already forgotten. Yeah, 02. If it can carry on breaking higher, then great. So I'll leave the recording because it might still, if it gets up to 112.20 odd, then I might, there is a target level up there somewhere. Let's put the, I don't often always use them, but we've got an excuse. Yeah, 112.22 is a daily R1 pivot. I might even use that as an excuse there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just laughing because one of our members has said something in the trading room. We're still logged into the trading room. So yeah, no, I'll tell you what, if we do get up to that level, all I'll do is just start to gradually move the stop up a little bit, actually, rather than doing that. But we do have divergences in the background. I'm well aware of those. And in light of some of the other market movements, I'm going to be watching the dynamics between these different markets. I'm in positions across all sorts of markets at the moment. So we shall see. For now, no, I'll leave it. I know we've got a divergence. If we close back inside the hourly bands at some point here, late afternoon, then I'll close out. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and I need to get this video finished. It's now what, 6 o'clock, just coming up to 6 o'clock. Got about 2 minutes to go and 1 minute to go, and we can see that the dollar yen has come and close. It's about to close inside the bands with just over 1 minute to go now. So I'm going to close it out. We've got divergences up here. I might as well. Could hold on and see how it goes, but I've committed now and I've said, look, we've got divergences. If we close inside the bands, I'll make a wrap of it. So let's bring up the show, the trade. Oh, in fact, for those of you that were in as guests over the last 2 days, you'll remember we took a long trade yesterday, and I'm still sat in that one from yesterday. There it is. So that was the trade that was in from yesterday. So that's still live. This is the one that I've just taken here this afternoon. So it's minus 14. So might as well call it flat. A flat day. I've got to be useful if I actually closed it, wouldn't it? So let's bring it up. Bring up the doobie, and there we go. So what's it come out at? Just minus £9. Okay, so let's bring that up again now. Now we can see the trade there. minus 9. So it's flat day. So it was the only trade I took all day. I think it's a good lesson in sometimes in, there we go, we've just closed inside the bands now. A good lesson in patience and waiting, and wasn't necessarily bothered about trading today, but there was that trade in the end there. It had a nice little run, to be fair to it. It got up to what, 112.17, going at 112.02, but then it's just come back off. So I'll leave it at that. We've still got that other position I took the other day with the guys just whenever it was yesterday. So we'll see how that plays out when we go into next week. Enjoy your weekend. Sorry there wasn't much from a live trading video today, but that's the way it goes sometimes. See, I'm not around next week, so next Friday, so no live trading next Friday. So, but no doubt I'll do a video next week at some point anyway. Take care for now.